Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to share any and all things that bring me joy, hence the name Sharelation. I wanted to share another purchase that I recently made while I was on my trip in Japan. I visited the city of Fukuoka, and recently I learned that they renovated the airport, and so they're a little more. It's a little bit more modern. I think there are more shops than there were there before, and one of them is the Issey Miyake store. Now, I didn't go this time with the intention of buying this, so I totally blame a good friend of mine that's a fellow handbag lover that influenced me to look into this brand. I've always known about the brand, I've heard about it for many years, and this is Issey Miyake Baobao that I'm referring to. They are classic for this kind of design, pattern, and shape because it is very geometrical, if you will. It doesn't really say much other than that in terms of, the description of it, but if you know bags, you know, and this is a very signature look from Issey Miyake. And it is the Baobao line. So when I bought this, I bought it at the airport because it had duty free. It just happened to have the color that I was looking at. I was actually looking for a specific bag for my friend that recently came out. It's like in a hobo style, but it was so new that it was sold out everywhere I went. And as I was looking for her, this caught my eye. I liked their black color, but I do have a lot of black bags and I always try to mix it up, and I saw this cool looking gray color. And through my search for my friend for her specific bag, I was just eyeing to see what can work for me, because in comparing the prices in the US or other countries compared to Japan, Japan is the cheapest because it's made in Japan. It is a Japanese brand, and the price was just too good to pass up. So I ended up buying this bag. It's called the Rock Mat. I'll leave a link down below, and it gives the measurements and everything. This is big enough to hold a laptop, so I think I will try to use this for work. It's very easy to carry. You can see it can lay very flat. It folds very nicely in the bottom where you can tuck the bag in. You can even fold it like halfway like this to store, because of the way the design is over here. It's very flexible. And so as you're moving with the bag, you can see it has this cool effect, like a 3D effect. And I've always found this to be really cool looking. I just never really looked into it because I had my eye on other bags. But she totally influenced me and got me to look into this bag. I actually wanted the smaller version, which is a little bit more narrow, but this color is hard to come by, and it only had this color. So I tried it out and I felt that it could work for me. So let's just go through the bag very quickly. Both sides look the same. So there's no front pocket or any zipper pocket on either side. You can see there are feet at the bottom of the bag, and when you fold it or tuck it away, it's meant to be folded and flattened like this, so it'll be very easy to store. I can lay it flat or I can stand it up. You can see it's very thin in terms of its profile. The straps are very comfortable. I always thought it wasn't going to be very comfortable. The straps, I believe, are leather, and there are two settings. So you can make this a little bit shorter, or I have it in the longer setting because I intended to use it like a tote bag as opposed to crook of the arm or a hand carry bag. And on the top, there's a zipper closure. So there are actually two zippers, so you can zip it on either side from left to right or right to left, or have the zippers meet in the middle. So it is a nice option to have it zip either way depending on your preference. And inside is very spacious, and so when you lay the bag out and you flatten the bottom, let's do that here, you get the base kind of shaped to be able to hold more. Let's try it. Haven't really tried doing this yet. I haven't used the bag yet, but you can see I'm not used to this shape yet. Okay, so so when you open up the bottom, you kind of need to push it down, and you'll see it kind of folds in like that, just to create the base. So inside of the bag, it is a little bit unstructured. It's kind of floppy, but I kind of liked it about it because it's very casual. So inside it is just a dark lining. It's black, and you can see the pattern of the fabric is kind of that geometric shape. And you'll see there's a back pocket over here that just has the branding Baobao Issey Miyake, and there are two front slip pockets over here. It's kind of hard to show, but there's one over here which goes all the way across the bag, midway and to the other side, and the other is the other half of the bag. So very spacious. And then that's about it. There's no other zipper compartments. The only zipper is at the top. And so let's see if the bag can just stand up by itself like this. It can, but see, it kind of makes a specific shape. That's why I found kind of cool about it. Obviously, when you put things in it, like a laptop or books or anything, it will shape it in a specific way. But this is what I found to be really interesting and cool about the bag. It has a very cool factor to me. So let's weigh the bag, because I always think it's valuable to talk about the weight in case you're interested, and just gives you another point of a data point to think about if you were into this bag. So let's see, I think I have to fold it like this so it lays without it touching the table. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it is totally on top of the scale. It is 1 pound 9.6 ounces, or 0.73 kg. Not too heavy. It's not particularly light, but it's a manageable weight to me, and this is very, very convenient just to tuck around and use, and quite, I think, weatherproof. You know, if it's raining, it will slide right off because it's like a nylon material, like a plastic finish. So I think, you know, I will use this for work soon and report back how it's working out for me. But I caved a little bit because I happened to come across it and found a color that I liked. Not really an intended purchase, but the price point is kind of what got to me. I think I'll pop the link to the US website down below, as well as the Japanese website, because you will see after you do the conversion from yen to dollar, the price difference is just crazy. I want to say it's almost half off if you get it in Japan. Maybe not so much as half off, but at least like 40% off or so. So with the exchange rate, I think I paid around $400 something for this, and it was just something I kind of thought was interesting from the get-go, ever since I was into bags, but just never really looked into it, and it just worked out. Like, I thought I wanted this color, and I was open to different models of this bag, and this was my only option. And I decided, you know, for the price point, you can't really beat it, especially if you wanted to buy it in the States. You will save a significant amount by buying it in Japan. So that goes to show, like, you buy locally, you do get a better price because, like I said, it's made in Japan. If you have any questions about the bag, it didn't come with anything else besides that tag that I was showing and this huge dust bag. It's a very simplistic dust bag because it just lays, you know, into the dust bag when you lay it flat, and I think it will be very easy to store. So just excited to have another new bag to my purchase. And just to show you, this is the card that came with it, the tag that came with it. Not much to it. It just does say that the date I purchased this, and I got it in the Fukuoka airport. And if you were interested, this is the style number if you wanted to take a screenshot. So, any questions, leave me a comment down below. Would love to have a conversation with you there. And until next time, stay happy and healthy. Bye.